Vivid bonjour! Hello, Splurples! Hello, So Love! Yeah, I think this is the right one. I'm going to send the link to people. It was instantly bizarre, so let's go. Okay, now I need to find a way to make the game appear on the stream. I'll try it by just like going back to the game here. See if it does anything. Uh, yeah. Am I? Aha, okay. I am in the game. Okay, so now I know I am here. Good, 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 good. Good, good, good. I'm going to make it like just okay. Alrighty. Continue. Use these buttons. You will not remember to zoom the camera out and in as you explore. The icon indicates that the dialogue challenge is available for that character. Oh no! From the objectives menu, you can press button to jump quickly to the character profile menu. I will not remember. First case to solve is figuring out which stream is the imposter. Yeah. Sorry about that. Oh yeah. I had to figure out where was my room, I think. Is this my room? I think I found my room. Maybe not. I don't know. Changing screen. Understandable to hide the woman's modesty while changing. What? Fallen snow has laid a beautiful white blanket over the countryside that surrounds the house. Hmm. Kind of miss that guy. Tell me if it's not loud enough because there's voice acting in this game sometimes. So I'll tell you when he spoke and you'll tell me if you could hear it or not. Because for real, I can't. I need to like get out of the game to check and then there's no sound anymore, so that doesn't help. Fallen snow has a beautiful white blanket over the countryside that surrounds the house. Yeah. Nice. I want more snow. I don't want spring. I don't like spring. I don't like fireplace. A roaring fire could stand and gaze into the flames for hours. Ooh. Yeah, don't look too much. It's going to burn your retinas. Anyway. Why are his shoes so red? Doesn't really matter. I don't know why. A selection of perfume, compliments of the family. Seems rather fitting for a female occupant. Did they leave me some cologne as well? Bruh. I don't know why I'm acting like video game character. Like, let's bump into objects. Sorry. X. Okay. Oh. Ow. Sorry. I'm not comfortable today. Changing screen. Perfume. Is this supposed to be a woman's room?
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
So, that had voice acting. Did you hear it well? Hello, Kia! It appears as though I am staying in a very feminine room. Perhaps there has been some confusion? I I was like right next to the thing and just went like boop boop boop. My day is okay. I think sound could be maybe a little bit louder. Okay, fair enough. Tell me again later. I raised it a little bit that I don't know just how much I need to raise it. Yeah, it appears as though I'm seeing. Yeah. So, um, this.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Aha! He spoke again. I don't know how if I really need to raise it much louder. That might be possible. I don't know because different games have different sounds, so sometimes I don't really know what to do. Sounds good? Okay. Archibald is clearly flustered with his tasks. It appears he has sent me to the wrong room. So, what is this room? Inspect the bedroom to advance the investigation. The one I'm in? I've already did that. B. B. It's saved! Ooh, woo! Okay. There is a bed. I'm going to check the bed. Pillow. A card is
Aha.
hidden under the pillow. It indicates Hugo. Would like Miss Conrad to speak with him ASAP. I'm so confused. Just random, but it's cool when you speak French. There is some French in this game sometimes, so it appears Monsieur Sterling, see, has given me the wrong room. This one had been made up for Jacqueline Conrad. No matter, I shall find ma chambre myself. Just for you, IKEA. The game heard you and it gave you what you wanted. Luggage.
Hmm.
There is no tag, but must belong to one of the guests. I hope it belongs to the person who is supposed to be in this room. In the first place, that would be weird if it wasn't the case. I can check that. Cupboard. There does
Hmm.
not seem to be anything of interest in here. Why can't I check it then? Couldn't check it earlier and suddenly I could, but it was still useless. Okay, X. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, shh. I found this. I said this. This. Can I like just. It's too hard. I made it! Talk to Zakaria to advance the investigation. This random guy who drinks too much? Okay. Why? I'm confused. Whoa. Hey, Mrs. Conrad's room. It does not take a great detective to realize this is not my room. Yeah, I figured so myself, so imagine. Yeah! Inspect the ground floor hall to advance the investigation. Like, right now the investigation is which room is my room. Okay, B. Inspect bedrooms. Talk to Angeline if I find her. Talk to Zakaria. Inspect the ground floor hall. Alright. Save. Okay. Painting. I'm too close, you mean? Okay.
Ah,
Painting the sun rising over a town. Sadly, it appears to have some water damage. The town or the painting? Probably the painting. I can't go here. Hello, Pauline! Okay. Mountain animal head.
aha.
I'm not sure how I would fare coming face to face with such beasts. Well, right now it's just the head, so I think you'd be fine. But the full animal, alive and all, I don't think you would do very well. To northeast quarter, I can't go here. Grandfather clock.
Huh.
The time and skill it takes to build such a wonderful piece. It is an art form. Yeah, but it's noisy. Southeast quarter, I can't go here. Alright then. Oh. A plant! Oh my gosh!
Hmm.
Plants lean and rely on each other to survive, do they? Something we as a species should take a lesson from. I thought plants were just like plants. Oh, a person. I'm scared! A human! I tend to fall asleep during streams, which is great. Thanks for always making it relaxing. Thank you. I guess. I can't go on this floor. Hello, person. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Gideon?
You must be Detective Poirot. Welcome. Allow me to introduce myself. Gideon Demir.
Gideon. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
The fiancé to Mademoiselle Angeline. The pleasure is all mine.
The perspective is so strange in this. Like, shut? They have tiny feet and big heads. Sorry.
Angeline spoke so highly of you. It sounds as though you are the man that can sort this terrible mess out.
Yay.
I am, monsieur. You have my word.
Whoa, almost picked something. How has Mademoiselle Angeline been since receiving the letters?
She tries her best to keep everyone else happy, but I can see it is taking its toll.
I would assume.
Quite understandable. She is feeling the burden of the family that is not hers to carry.
Angeline has spoken with her mother. She has asked if there is anything that could be used against her, but she was just so dismissive.
Because there was a lot of things probably she didn't know which one. Sorry.
And what are your thoughts on the matter?
I do not want to overstep my position, but if there is something that could damage not only the Vandenbosch name, but our future, Angeline deserves to know.
That is a very diplomatic answer.
You have met Madame. You know it is best to not get on her wrong side.
Yeah, I remember. I have. Yes. And Monsieur Gideon is wise to select his battles carefully where Madame is concerned. Yeah, because she is going to ruin your life otherwise. The guests that are attending your announcement.
Mostly friends of the family, a couple of business associates of mine. Quite a mix from all walks of life.
I see.
With regards to the blackmailing, can they be trusted, or should they be considered suspects?
Angeline is struggling to trust anyone right now, but Madame Vandenbosch, as it is her house, thought it was best for us to have them all present.
Uh-huh.
And they will all be staying in the house.
Yes, it is a rather full house. All 6 guests will be staying on this floor. The family resides on the 2nd floor, as does Felix.
Who is Felix?
I will be sure to speak with them all. However, I will keep my identity and purpose for being here hidden, at least until I have made my initial introductions.
Okay.
I'm afraid that ship may have already sailed. Once the Comtesse gets wind of something, a detective coming to the house, for example, you can bet everyone will know.
Rip. Okay. Could not help noticing a nerve of antipathy when mentioning the major.
You are very observant, detective.
I mean, that's my
It
job.
would be wise to keep that perceptive nature while you're here.
Well, yeah, it's hard to lose your nature, but I will take note of this.
I'm sure you are correct, but I'd like to return to your feelings towards the Major.
um,
He has been a good friend to Madame Vandenbosch over the years, but that does not make him a good man, or suitable to involve himself in family affairs.
uh-huh. Oh, yeah, he was a pretty terrible person. Monsieur Gideon has not said anything negative against the Major, but it sounds as though he is questionable of the Major's intentions in the house. Well, yeah, and you should too. I mean, you remember this guy.
Merci, monsieur. I shall leave you to prepare for tonight's celebrations.
Alright. I know I have new stuff, but I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything on this floor. I mean, I guess I can like check again, but feel like there would be nothing. I probably checked this entire side already. Yeah, and I was there, so just okay. X. Okay. So now I know that this guy is here. Instead, 6 guests are staying on the first floor. The family can retain their privacy on the second. Yeah. Alright. What is considered the first and second floor here? I guess this is the second floor. Like if I take those stairs. Because this is European. Like this is the ground floor. You go upstairs, it's the first floor. Usually it's like that in Europe. Confused about that. Bon, Mademoiselle Angeline is here. The sooner I learn more about the blackmail, the quicker she can return to celebrating her happy news. I am also eager to hear about Mademoiselle Elizabeth and what became of young Floret. Okay. You, mind map unlocked! The Vandenbosch family have held a place in my mind since our first meeting. I am most interested to see what has changed since then. I assume everyone got older. good, good deduction. Yeah, I'm very good at this. Anyway, great hall. This magnificent hall gives a sense of demeanor and grandeur of the house. An auctioneer's receipt. I hope Madame Vandenbosch isn't finding it necessary to sell our belongings again. tag on vase. Madame Van den Bosch has always been one for appearances. Why would the family want to keep price tag on the vase? Gideon Demir. Gideon and Felix. Both are very close to family. I hope there is no conflict between the two. Oh, is Felix the major? Ah, I'm kinda dumb. Oh, morning, Jackster. Sorry, I didn't get that it was a different person. So I just read the uwu. Sorry, I was not ignoring you. Okay. Am I supposed to link those?
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Finally coming together. It appears the family's financial situation is much the same as the last time I saw them. Can I confirm this? Only keeping up appearances. Dr. Gideon to advance investigation. I was just talking to him like seconds ago. Save. Okay, so I need to talk to her. I'm so close. I need. This is a bit creepy. Come on.
Mademoiselle Angeline, it is a pleasure to see you again.
Detective, how wonderful you are here. Your travel was not too arduous, I hope?
Hmm. Sorry.
Watching from my carriage window, I saw the beautiful countryside and rolling hills. It was anything but taxing.
Hmm.
I'm truly thankful you could make it here at such late notice.
No thanks are required, mademoiselle. When one is requested personally, there is nothing more important.
Okay. Your oils to make them shiny and beautiful? Seems the stuff has been almost run off their feet today. Is it always like this? There's some beautiful pieces of art here. I'm going to start with more normal things, I guess.
Gideon and I only wanted a small dinner to celebrate our engagement, but Maman was adamant on throwing this party. It may have been her idea, but it's the staff that have made it happen. Their efforts do not go unnoticed, from me at least. They have been with us for so long. I do my best to make sure they are happy and content.
Good luck. I don't know if it works. I didn't try. Mademoiselle has made a remarkable transformation from selfish, spoiled brat to the gracious young woman I see before me. Although I must solve this case alone, Mademoiselle's insight may be of great assistance throughout my investigation. Okay.
Only Maman, Elizabeth, my beloved Gideon, and you, of course.
Okay.
And what is your fiancé's opinion of the letters?
He thinks me foolish for paying the first one if there is no secret to reveal. But
But you believe there may be a secret lurking, one that Maman is herself keeping hidden.
That might be.
she tells me nothing. Even though I'm a grown woman on the verge of marriage, she still treats me like the child I once was.
Well,
Perhaps it is out of love that she protects you. It is in every mother's nature to protect their young from hurt.
does she sound like a mother though? She was pretty awful. Maybe. Would be nice. Imagine like having hair clean longer. Woo! Sorry. I don't know. I'm probably a bit groggy. I didn't sleep well. Hmm. Do you have any suspicions as to who may have sent the letters?
Not a single person. I don't know anyone that would stoop so low.
Hmm.
The guests that will be joining us tonight, they are ones you can trust?
I hope so, Detective. Before the letters arrived, I would not have thought twice about it.
Hmm.
They are all close friends of yours, I assume.
Friends and colleagues, Gideon has spoken positively about them. It would be a rather underhanded tactic to do such a thing to someone you are doing business with.
Mademoiselle seems naive to the nature of business. It can be ruthless and unapologetic. Perhaps I should not overlook them as suspects as quickly as Mademoiselle has. Um, Tell me, what became of the young maidservant Florette?
Oh, Detective, I'm afraid I just don't know.
Hmm.
She was quite adamant at the police station that she would not be returning to the house, but I assumed she would at least collect her belongings.
Maman demanded that Elizabeth pack up everything she had and dispose of it.
Well, as if the poor girl had not already lost enough.
But I couldn't let that happen. Elizabeth and I took her belongings, what little there was of them, to a friend of hers in the town that Elizabeth knew of. But not even she had heard from her.
Hmm. Could she have returned to her family?
I wanted to contact her, but I had no address or telephone number.
Surely Madame must have had some information when she employed her.
You saw how Maman was. As soon as Florette was out of sight of the house, it was as though she had never been there at all. Elizabeth was most upset at the news Florette would not be returning.
And your mama's choice to ignore her accountability for the girl stopped you searching.
Please, Detective, you cannot make me feel any worse than I already do. If I could go back and live that day again, you must believe me, I would never have done it.
Huh. Oh. Rip. Yeah, I hope it will get better. That you will be able to wait a little before it gets all gross. Hello, nameless! Croissant. Be lurking while I eat. Bon appetit! Mademoiselle Angeline has finally accepted responsibility and is remorseful for her actions. I can't speak that day and the consequences that followed. I am pleased to see maturity in her, but that does not help young Florette, wherever she may be. There are certainly some beautiful pieces of art here.
Yes, Maman has quite a collection, although they are not all to my taste. Most, in fact.
The painting of the saints in particular, it is quite exquisite. Is it connected to the house in some way?
Probably not.
The one in the hall? If you look above your bedroom door, you will see one of their names. I believe they were originally carved to watch over the occupants.
Oh, really?
Merci, mademoiselle. I shall find you if there is anything further I need.
So now you know where your room is. Okay. Need to speak to this guy.
Detective, it looks as though I might be out here all weekend. What can I do for you?
Uh, wouldn't it be easier to find the stuff yourself instead of waiting for their return?
I'm a guest. I shouldn't have to go around chasing them.
Okay, you're too good for that. Sorry, Zachary, I did not realize you were like the king or something.
Perhaps the party preparation is more of a priority.
It's not my fault they aren't ready. Why don't I wait here while you check in the butler's pantry in the east corridor? I think I saw a maid go in there earlier.
What?
I shall take up no more of your time. À bientôt.
Just going to ignore this guy now.
Please, ask away, detective.
Um, I'm aware finances can be a sensitive subject, but may I ask of the house's situation?
As far as I'm aware, everything is in order. From what I understand, the late Viscount had made some questionable investments. But that is all in the past.
And regarding the payment of the blackmail,
Angeline does not have to worry about money anymore. I was born into some wealth, and I have earned my own fortune.
Okay, that's good.
merci, monsieur. I shall leave you to prepare for tonight's celebrations.
Okie. Oh gosh. Inspect the butler's pantry. Okay. I need to do that. There, I'll try to make some. Oh my gosh. Connections. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Jin has matured. Jin's behavior and sense of responsibility are almost unrecognizable since last time I saw her. Hmm. Angeline tried to contact Floette. I wonder why Angeline tried to get a hold of Floette after such an incident. Angeline is entrusted of looking after the staff. Why is Angeline especially concerned about their well-being? Elizabeth was upset Floette was dismissed. Elizabeth must have taken this harder than I thought she would. Surely she has the strength to move on from this incident? Floette must have tried to distance herself from the family. It truly was sad what happened to her. I'm glad they have got through the rocky stage I saw them in last time. Haha. Okay, okay. So, what kind of link do they want from me? uh. Um.
Come, my little grey cells. We must think logically.
Okay, so that's not it. What do I do? I don't know.
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
I don't know what they want. It's going to tell me real soon.
I must act act on thought and fact, not on impulse.
Yeah, but you're asking me to play the game. Okay, so this and this. I don't even remember what this is. Family, keeping up appearances.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
I'm so confused. So it has nothing to do with what I was paying attention to, so that's probably why I couldn't figure it out. So it looks like the family have finally got back on track with their money problems. Great to hear. But does not explain certain things. And B. Let's go here. Oh my goodness. Legend claims the saints are represented above some of the doors in this house. How many, I wonder? Does it matter? But can I? Yay! Inspect Butler's pantry to advance the investigation. Okay. Zachariah says they weren't very helpful. Perhaps it will be a greater assistance to me. Ooh. Uh. Uh. Can't.
Is there something I am not seeing?
Yeah, because I don't understand what they want. Oh well. Like, he talked about my room, but. Well, she talked about my room, but I don't think it's like about that. But I don't know what they want. I never know what they want. Um. Uh. The pantry? I don't think that makes sense.
Order and method. That is the way to solve the problem.
That wouldn't make much sense because I need to go through his face, and usually I don't need to go through other things to connect stuff. What was that already? Uh huh. Uh. Ah! No. Must be with one of the new things.
I cannot see the
That
logic
would
in
be
this.
very weird.
Perhaps a second look at the evidence in front of me.
Ah, these two. Okay.
Magnifique.
Yay! Sin prestigious saints. I should find these above 7 doors in the house. I wonder if it matches the number of expected guests. Okay, so this really doesn't help me still. Oh no. Okay, so I need to.
I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the truth.
Yeah, but why do we care about this? 6 guests.
What a revelation!
Yeah. All the first floor rooms are accounted for. Perhaps the missing door is hidden elsewhere. Oh my goodness. I need to make another link. Oh, please. One door is missing. Uh, family hold a secret. Okay, so I'll try this first.
I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the truth.
If everyone left a message, one of them could say something. Like, who are the guests? You know, that's why I keep going to this one. Maybe that?
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Mademoiselle's secret may not be the only one this house is hiding. No more links! Perfect! Finally, jeez. Expect the butler's pantry must be downstairs, I assume. Pantry. Which one is it? Lock salon door? No. Lock dining room door? No. Quill pen. I did check that, right?
Huh.
The interesting looking piece of stationery. It appears rather delicate. Yeah. Okay, I did check that. I don't know why I checked it again. Piano! Tag on the vase. Butler's pantry. Oh! Elizabeth.
Ah, Mademoiselle Elizabeth. What a pleasure to see you again.
Detective Poirot, I'm so glad you could make it.
Unfortunately, it is not purely for pleasure that I am here. Mademoiselle Angeline requires my attention professionally.
Yes, Angeline has told me. I'm glad she called upon you, Detective. I've been rather worried about her.
I will do everything I can to find the blackmailer and bring them to justice.
I have every faith in you.
I hope I am not interrupting you.
We're all very busy, as I'm sure you can imagine. After I'm done, I can come to your room and help you with any further questions.
I'm rather embarrassed to say I'm having trouble locating my room. With pleasure. Ho 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 ho. But it didn't laugh like that.
No one escorted you. I'm so sorry. Everyone is just so frantic at the moment. Madame has requested all staff prepare for this evening.
It's fine, really.
And you have been tasked with jobs in the pantry. Surely your talents could be used elsewhere.
I do as Madame asks. Well, as Archie asks.
Archie?
Monsieur Sterling. Yes, I met him when I arrived. A charming gentleman. He did give me some rather vague instructions to find my room, though.
I can only apologize on his behalf. He would be mortified. I'm afraid I cannot be of much more help, but I believe you are located next to Mr. De Silva. By all means, the house is yours to explore.
Thank you. I suppose I should not take Monsieur Sterling's lack of direction personally, considering the amount of work the staff has been tasked with. At least now I have permission to further roam the house. Ooh. Glad to see Mademoiselle Angeline has not allowed blackmail to dampen her spirits today.
Yes, I'm afraid it may be all for show, though. She has not been herself, and it is not only I that have noticed.
Oh.
Madame Vandenbosch. Surely it must have had some effect on her.
Madame has carried on as though nothing has happened. She has never been one to show emotion, and she doesn't seem to notice how it has affected Angeline. The staff, on the other hand... Angeline means no harm, but there have been some instances recently where she has acted rather sharply with them.
Oh.
I hope not too sharply. A house of two Madame Vandenbosches would surely be too much for anyone.
Oh my god! I saw the welcome book as I arrived.
Ah yes, guests are requested to sign the book when arriving. I believe it gives details to the guests' room locations.
It stated the male guests are to be staying in the East Wing.
Yes, Madame does not believe in male and female guests residing beside one another.
Okay. I've been eagerly waiting to hear more of Belgium's greatest love story. Our wedding?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm afraid it is far from a happy ending. Luke is sadly no longer with us.
What happened?
Oh, mademoiselle, I was not aware.
It's fine, Detective, honestly. I'm sorry, but I really must finish this.
Bien sûr, mademoiselle.
For a man that has a mind so brilliant and astute, I have made an easy job of embarrassing myself. Let this be a reminder to use with great cells before speaking.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Rip.
Pleasure is mine, Detective.
So he died, or something. Oh jeez. Laurette, Elizabeth, Angeline, all the people I remember from last story. It's not the news I was expecting to hear. How very upsetting. Okay. My mom's trying to follow the case, but it's hard. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Inspect the East Rooms to advance the investigation. Bonjour. Trouve. She thinks it's complicated. Elizabeth has assured me the welcome book is correct. My room must be in the East Wing. Yeah. Why would it be wrong? Ah, made it! Talk to Zakaria to advance the investigation. Yeah. I feel so much more comfortable with permission to wander the halls of the house. But Paget, Elizabeth mentioned my room is next door to Ernesto's. This could be helpful. Who is Ernesto? Okay, I need to talk to people. Do I look through his room? There does not seem to be anything of interest in here. Well, I mean, I can still check. I'm here now. And you walk slow. So... The cook has obviously used them for quite some time, judging by the condition.
Before you leave, Detective, I have something for you beside the furnace here from Angeline. She wanted me to give it to you on your arrival.
Oh.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Did she give it to me? Or, like, do I go? What? Letter.
Ah.
The second letter acknowledges payment from a previous blackmail letter. Mademoiselle Vandenbosch, you were wise to take me seriously. You are but my silence, for a moment at least. Your family's privacy obviously means a great deal to you if you are willing to pay to keep your secrets hidden and continue to pay your will. Would your maman be as willing to part with her wealth? You will bring a second parcel with another 5,000 francs to the cobblers, this time addressed to a Monsieur Fontaine by close on Friday. You have done your family a service by keeping this arrangement to yourself. I'm sure I do not have to tell you what will happen if the police are involved, and I hope it will not come to that. New mind map unlocked. I'm now able to read the letters that were sent to Mademoiselle Angeline. I am sure there is a great deal to learn from them, and hopefully some clues to the author. Okay.
What a revelation.
So the letters were written from the house, or what? I can't ignore the coincidence. The same style of pen that wrote the letters is present in the house. Talk to Elizabeth to advance the investigation. I'm still here! This appears to be the second letter Angine received. The senator acknowledges the payment from the previous blackmail letter. Talk to Angine to advance the investigation. Notice the change in Mademoiselle Angeline and are worried. Why are they concerned, I wonder? Because she was nice and now she's angry.
Of course, Detective. What is it?
I noticed a rather extravagant looking pill in the hall.
I would not say it in front of the Major, but it is rather hideous. It was a gift from him to Madame from his time overseas. I don't think it even has the capability of writing.
Sorry. Okay, the Major. Aha.
A pen that does not write is like a fish that cannot swim.
As Angeline describes it, a useless ornament. It's the thought that counts, I suppose.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Pleasure is mine, Detective.
So maybe he had a second one at his home that was not like this one that was used like the other one. Oh boy. Okay. Elizabeth claims a quill pen is an ornament and is not used as one would assume. Okay. I don't know why I went here.
What can I help you with, Detective?
Mm. Elizabeth showed me the letters you received. One of them has already been paid.
I was right to pay it, yes? You have read them. What do you think?
You were wise to consult me, but bowing to their threat may have only shown that you are willing to pay for their silence. Is the secret they speak of worth so much?
I wish I could, but I have no idea. The letter was addressed to me, but I have nothing to hide. Maman took one look at it and disregarded the whole thing as someone's idea of a joke.
She looked at it. She is not aware of the second letter.
She doesn't know I paid the first. I thought I could make it all go away.
Did you ask Madame if there was a family secret they could be privy to?
She said I was to ignore the letters and stop wasting my time with such foolishness. If there was something, she wouldn't tell me anyway.
It appears Mademoiselle believes her maman's attempts to brush away the serious nature of the letters as little as I do. May I ask how he came into such a large amount of money to pay the ransom?
I couldn't ask Maman for the money. She was angry that I had even considered paying it. Gideon offered to help.
He's very nice.
Pardon, did he not think you foolish for paying?
He did, but he said he couldn't stand by and watch me in so much distress.
How honorable.
We are soon to be married, Detective. A loving partnership that faces their troubles together. They are his words.
Uh-huh.
I did not mean anything by it, mademoiselle. You have found yourself a husband that will stand by your side and do what must be done to protect you. I am most pleased for you.
As you would expect, she has been in quite a state. It was such a terrible accident.
Accident?
She kept it to herself for almost a week before she even told me.
Pardon, how could you not know? Surely his absence from the house was noticed.
I assume he had been fired.
Maman fired him after he returned to the house. She said he could not be trusted.
What?
But Mademoiselle Elizabeth's position was kept?
I begged Maman for them both, but she said if he was willing to go behind her back, what else could he do?
What?
Falling in love is a far cry from committing even the smallest crime, n'est-ce pas?
A cruel and unnecessary decision by Madame again. She had no right to fire him and tear him away from his betrothed. I've spoke with her. I fear may have upset her.
She has been a kind shoulder to lean on through all this mess, but it is her I worry about. She has been through so much.
Yes.
I was not aware of what had happened, and by mentioning, I fear I may have only made it worse by dredging up the past.
Do not punish yourself, Detective. You are not to know. I don't think your honest mistake will make much difference to how she has been feeling recently.
'Tis easier said than done. I've already seen a difference in Mademoiselle Elizabeth. She was once so exuberant and optimistic, seeing the positives in everything and everyone. But now I fear the loss of her love, and a careless reminder from moi may have dampened her outlook.
Merci, mademoiselle. I shall find you if there is anything further I need.
Am I supposed to talk to him again? I think I am. Talk to Gideon. Talk Zachariah. Let's check East rooms. East. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk to him.
Detective, it looks as though I might be out here all weekend. What can I do for you?
Mrs. Sterling said my room was on the first floor.
Is that what he said? I can barely understand most of what he says with that accent.
I can understand Monsieur Sterling perfectly, but Monsieur Demire is one more vin rouge away from becoming unintelligible.
I find his accent rather pleasant, reassuring.
I guess. Not too helpful when it comes to finding your room, though. You'll probably be the lucky one that has that hideous plant outside the door.
I shall take up no more of your time. À bientôt.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Please, ask away, Detective.
Okay. Mademoiselle explained the payment of the blackmail letter.
I suppose you think I was unwise to pay it?
I am glad Mademoiselle requested my help before you fell further out of pocket.
Madame van den Bosch had no intentions of paying it, whether she believes there is a secret that could ruin the family or not.
It was an honorable move for you to make the payment. It was certainly no small fee.
Angeline is to be my wife, and then we shall be family. As far as I am concerned, my money is our money.
I assume you have heard about the consequences of my visit last time.
Angeline has spoken of it. You made quite the impression on her, detective.
I feel responsible for what came from that day. Florette's dismissal and Luc's.
It is not your fault. Madame van den Bosch does not like it when her rules or authority are undermined. I try to explain to Angeline the same, but her guilt has not left her.
Eh.
Merci, monsieur. I shall leave you to prepare for tonight's celebrations.
And by preparing, I mean letting you stand there and not move. Alright. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oof. Cassandra. Madame Van Bush is unaware of Mademoiselle's payment to the blackmailer. I wonder why she didn't ask for help. Because the spreading fiancé was the one who paid the first note. Didn't I just talk to him? Yes, that's for me because I didn't check it before, so I'm confused. I don't know what they want.
I cannot see the logic in this. Perhaps a second look at the evidence in front of me. This will not get me any closer to my goal.
I don't know what they want. As usual.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Okay. They'll no doubt be concerned for not only Angeline but also for their positions at the house. What is the extent of their knowledge of the matter? Um, a real crybaby I have been. Could be. Inspect the east rooms. Yeah, I need to remember. So I'll check that after. Okay. Angeline says that Elizabeth has not been herself recently. I mean, bruh. Was clearly never fair with Elizabeth's relationship. Yeah. It was fired by the family with what sounds like some precision from the major. The major is meddling in everything. Nice notion. Acknowledges are false regarding Frank's impromptu dismissal. Oh my gosh, so much. Gideon has clearly been raised to be generous as he's willing to share his wealth with the family. Oh my goodness. Uh,
there's something I am not seeing.
Why do I care so much about that part? um, I mean,
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
that was so obvious. I didn't want to make it, and then like you just try this. To see terrible that Luke passed away, and to see how broken Elizabeth is. Uh, so this is linked to something too. Seat. Uh,
Order and method. That is the way to solve the problem.
uh huh. I don't know. I don't know.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Okay. Losing a loved one and not having a close friend to talk to would be difficult for anyone. Um, um, I don't know why I am.
Come, my little grey cells. We must think logically.
Yeah, but I don't know what is logic. I'm not good at logic. Ah! Mm,
I must act on thought and fact, not on impulse.
your brain's too tired today. Aren't we all? I couldn't sleep, I was in pain. Fried brain, rain, fried lane. uh,
I must act on thought and fact, not on impulse.
I'm fine. This one. Okay, thank you for telling me.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
Sorry, that doesn't help. Ashton is trying to do good, even though the dismissals weren't entirely your fault. Hmm. Ashton is trying to do good. Yeah, she feels bad. I don't know.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Mademoiselle Jeanne says she never intended for Freud to be fired. I believe her. Okay, it is certainly not the happy news I was expecting. Mademoiselle Elizabeth lost her beloved Luc, and young Fleurette, the maidservant, has not been seen, even with Mademoiselle Angeline's efforts. At least it appears the family have survived their financial difficulties. Objective complete. Complete? B. Yeah. Oh, I have this new thing. Zachariah mentioned I may be next to, as he described, a hideous plant. This troubles me. Bruh. Okay. Inspect the east rooms. East. East rooms. Southeast quarter.
Huh.
I would not consider any form of nature ugly, but I am not sure how I feel about this plant. To room. Isn't it your room that has an ugly plant? Hideous plant.
Hmm.
Maybe my room, but looks like I have a few things to settle first. Luggage.
Uh-huh.
More luggage for Mr. E. da Silva, left unattended and right between the two front-facing rooms. Commander Grisels, let us solve this mystery. Bruh! E. da Silva and room.
Hmm.
Should we conclude that this room is mine before going in? Archival plant.
Ah.
This plant is striking and full of color. It really draws one's attention in a positive way. So, my room is this one, right? Standing right next to the door, like I'm almost touching it with my face. Uh, there's no link to be made. It doesn't want me. It's like, no! So this is my room. The bedroom next to Monsieur da Silva. This must be my room. I found my room! Finally, I found my chambre. Although the journey was longer than expected, the destination is really quite charming. I should make myself familiar and comfortable in my new surroundings. Wow, I figured where my room was. Oh my gosh! Why do I have so many messages? Okay. Um, it just saved. Maybe I should like leave it at that for today. I solved the mystery of where my room was because apparently it was quite the difficult one. Check what was the stream next stream, the stream that after the stream that I just am having right now, the stream after that. Like what's I'm not even speaking human right now. Ah, Clanad. Yeah, I need to make sure I have voice. Yeah. I found my room. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm speaking the language of the gods. I can do that sometimes. Is that? I don't know. I keep saying that to people. I don't understand what they're saying. Because I've seen it somewhere online. I never knew where it came from. Ah. Alright. So, thank you, Splurbles. Thank you, So Love. Thank you, IKEA. Thank you, Jackster. Thank you, Bolin. Thank you, Nameless. And for movie. And thank you to anyone else who might have watched this or might watch this later. Yay! Thank you. I will try my best. I had a little fun, so I hope you had too. And I hope I get to see you again another time. We will bye bye.